Hey everybody in the total health community, your fearless leader Craig asked me to answer a few questions for you guys. My name is Kyle Maynard, and my short story is I was born an amputee where my arms end right at my elbows and my legs end right at my knees. And I grew up and had some pretty amazing parents that taught me I could do anything. And subsequently went on to go and play football. Played American football, defensive line, nose guard. I would take my helmet and smash it into people's legs as hard as I could to take them down and tackle them. I went on and wrestled and was really bad when I started, and then gradually got better to the point where my best ever tournament, I placed top 12 in the nation my senior year in my weight class, and got into mountain climbing, climbed Mount Kilimanjaro, had some custom shoes made for my arms and my feet, and became the first man to bear crawl up Mount Kilimanjaro. And also now my current endeavor is to win a world championship in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So I've just set the goal yesterday where I'm going to go and do 100-day training every single day. Even on my rest days, I'm going to go and do some type of active rest, whether it's like swimming or yoga or something like that, to go and prepare for the world championships, because I'm just a little bit over 100 days away from competing in the world championships. So to answer some of the questions that Craig had asked, you guys can see too, I don't really have that many adaptations for things. Like, this is my normal iPhone. How do I analyze problems when they arise? If I really think about when real life problems go and show up, and what my reaction and what my response is, I would be lying if I said for sure there wasn't that initial period of frustration where I just kind of want to vent or complain to people and all that. I think that the difference is that I try not to go and stay stuck in that place for too long. If I'm headed towards something and a big goal, for instance, like the Jiu-Jitsu World Championships, there are some huge obstacles with that. With the Jiu-Jitsu World Championships, I'm wearing the gi, the martial arts outfit. So other people are going to grab hold of that and be able to choke me, and it's harder for me to be able to go and grab hold of it and choke them. So that's a legitimate challenge, in doing this. But I know that, I've complained. I complained and I vented, with my friends about the situation, and then I realized I was the only answer is I need to go and look at every area of my life that's under my control. What things can I truly go and manipulate and control here? Not manipulate, but really dictate the course of how they go. I can control my sleep, I can control my nutrition, I can control my supplementation, I can go and control my recovery and the amount of time I've been focusing on that. I can go and control the intensity that I push myself with in the workouts. I can control my highly specialized game and the jiu-jitsu that I endeavor to go and play. So there's so many things that I can go and control there that I had let go of thinking about when I started thinking about the problems that went and arose there. And a lot of times we get stuck in that victim mentality of all these things are outside of our control and we have no control over it, instead of really realizing no, there are many things that you could be doing towards the same. So that's a big part of it. How do I manage to find solutions when I'm tested in life? Climbing Mount Kilimanjaro presented some pretty significant problems. Even going outside and doing a hike in general caused some challenges that needed solutions with that. So I basically, when I first started climbing any type of mountain, I used a bath towel around the ends of my arms and duct tape that on, and bath towel and duct tape. We tried mountain bike tires on the ends of my arms and my feet, and eventually after making about 12 different prototypes of custom shoes for my arms and my feet, we had a good enough prototype where some amazing people in Arizona, Barb and Brett Booten, were able to go and take what we made and make it out of carbon fiber, padded on the inside, and just space age technology from where I started before. So that's really how a lot of my solutions arise, is they're really bad ideas at first, and then they gradually keep getting better. Each iteration is going to be better than the previous one. And I think that's how you got to go approach things. It's never going to be perfect the first time. You have to realize it's no matter what you're going to go and do, that first solution is not going to be the best answer. And a lot of times we procrastinate and stall and stop ourselves because we think that we're going to figure out that best answer the first go round. What motivates me when the going gets tough? I think I really go and look back to what I want, you know, what I'm committed to, and really, like, instead of all the other circumstances that go and come up, like, really, like, what am I committed to, like, deep down, like, to really find, like, my why am I doing this? Why am I going and pushing myself as hard as I am for the Jiu-Jitsu World Championship? Like, it's almost like an internal, like, gut feeling that has to be bigger than, you know, than whatever factors are in my way. Why would I want to go and climb Kilimanjaro? We had the opportunity to it was the greatest honor of my life to carry the ashes of a fallen veteran, and getting to spread his ashes on the top of Mount Kilimanjaro after his mother had requested that our team bring his ashes there was the biggest honor I've ever received. I mean, the greatest opportunity, gift anyone's ever given me. And because I realized, like, his sacrifice, like, he sacrificed his life to help keep us safe, to help keep us free. Like, that sacrifice goes and extends way beyond anything that I've ever experienced or done in my life. And so that became my why I was there in that mountain. You know, why do I go and stand up on stage and go and present to groups and be in front of people and help other people go and, like, reach their dreams and their aspirations, their endeavors? Like, because I care about, like, other people, like, getting to that place. Like, I desperately want other people to experience the same kind of life that I get to go and have and lead, which is now a life of freedom and adventure and fun. And I don't know, so that's what really motivates me, I think, when things get tough, is, like, thinking about, like, what is my deep why? Like, what is my commitment? What's my drive to go and to push towards this thing? How did I develop such a powerful mindset? Thank you, Craig, for saying I have a powerful mindset. And I think my mind is like a muscle, and I'm continuing to go and lift and grow it, like, every single day. But I think it just like that, like our minds really are just like a muscle, where we have to train it and condition it. You have to be able to adapt. You know, nobody can go and walk into the gym and go and deadlift 500 pounds on their very first day. It's never going to happen. But you will have all the time people that can start off very small and work their way up and gradually go and improve. And I think mindset works much the same way, where eventually we can get to that place where that frustration that I talked about very early on, like, that passes. You know, our period of time of being frustrated about something or complaining about something really, like, is just goes away a heck of a lot quicker, instead of holding on to things and anger and, you know, pain and hurt and, you know, anguish and all of those things. Like, we realize that that's a choice to go and hold on to that. And I think that developing and cultivating our mind to be like a muscle is, you know, and realizing that each opportunity that comes up, each challenge that comes up on our day-to-day, that's another opportunity to go and have a mental workout and to be able to go and overcome it, to be able to let go of something, to be able to move past something, to be able to go and recommit yourself to something. That kind of stuff, I think, really makes a big difference. You know, you're not gonna, if you're battling chronic depression and, you know, and things like that, like, you're not going to be able to handle huge, significant stressors the way that somebody else can that has gotten themselves out of it. And I'm not saying that you stop there. If you're battling depression, I think that what you do is you look day by day of, like, what things can you go and take on, what things can you go and control, you know, and start there. Like, I can't control the sounds of the motorcycles in the background, but I can recommit myself to the message that I'm getting across to you guys in this video. You know, like, that's like that moment by moment. Like, even an example like that, like, motorcycle goes and pops up, it's like, you know, frustration for a second. It's like, oh, it's going to ruin the audio in this video. And then it's like, no, this is a perfect opportunity to be able to go and talk about this stuff and provide a lesson. So there's opportunities like that exist all the time. And I think if you're, you know, whatever stage you're at, it's looking at those challenges and the things that happen, the things that arise, and really finding strength in that, and finding a way to be able to move past it. Being born the way that I was, without my arms and legs as a kid, I think was the greatest thing that ever happened to me. When I was younger, I would have begged or pleaded or prayed to do anything to change that. And now with the last question Craig asked me was, how do I stay positive? And the answer is, I don't. And I don't beat myself up for it. Like, I don't all the time. Like, I definitely have moments where, like, I struggle with things, but like I talked about before, it's like, how quickly can I go and get back to that more positive place? I might get knocked down for a brief period of time, but like how quickly can I go and get back? And sometimes we don't have a whole lot of time to go and, to bring ourselves back out. When I was climbing Mount Kilimanjaro, I was broken and like done and like beat up and feeling like, like I needed to get helicoptered off the mountain and I had a longer period of time there to be able to figure out that I could pull myself out of that and continue to go and move forward. If I'm in a jiu-jitsu match and it's 7 minutes and the guy's, up on me several points, if I go and get, down or like on myself or depressed, like I don't have a whole lot of time to go and figure that out. Like I've got to figure that out fast. Like I got to go and get back to that more positive frame of mind and do what I need to do and a, way quicker turnaround. So it's, how quickly can we go and like and reframe and turn ourselves around mentally? When you are down, when you are depressed, when you are feeling like unmotivated or lazy or, less drive or desire, like how quickly can you go and turn that around? Like cultivating that, I think is a really powerful lesson, and it's your choice every single day. That's why, in action, I think is going to be the thing that's going to go and lead you to that place way more than anything else. Just getting in action, doing whatever you need to go and do, and not just sitting and thinking about it or talking about it or complaining about it, like just doing something about it. It's going to go and make a huge difference. So no excuses, and I hope I get the chance to come out there and to meet you guys sometime out across the pond soon.